friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be giving my coffee bar a Christmas makeover, specifically a gingerbread theme. So I wasn't 100% happy with the way it looked last year, so I wanted to try something different. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's get started. Okay, as you can tell, I have already hung up the garland. And the reason why I did that ahead of time was I had purchased off Amazon these hooks that are made to secure your garlands and I think even the wreaths in your home. And I wanted to give them a try. I'm going to show you what the bar looked like without everything on it. And of course, we're going to take all of this down and decorate in our gingerbread theme. But I wanted to try these hooks for the garland first. And I have to say, I've had this on hanging up since, I guess, about 2 days now, and they haven't moved. So far, so good. I think that they work fantastic, and I'm very happy with them. So let me go ahead. First, I'm going to take everything down. And then I want to show you a close-up of what the actual hooks look like and how they work. Okay, everything has been removed off the shelf and the bar. I want to go ahead and show you the holders for the garland. They came, like I said, I got these on Amazon. They come in green, white, and I believe black. I'm not sure. But this is what they look like. They're kind of like a rubbery, almost like a bungee cord, I guess. And they have a adhesive back on the top. And what you do is you peel off the back and you're going to place this on your shelf or your mantle, wherever it is that you want to hang your garland. And then you take this piece and you're going to bring it up and around the garland. And then you can secure it as tightly as you want, depending on how tight, how you want it to look. You just go ahead and stretch this over, and then of course you wouldn't use it. You wouldn't use this one, but what you'll be able to see the garland in between here. And what I did was kind of take the branches and move them all around so you don't see it. And it's helpful that it is green. That definitely helps. So what I'll do is I'm going to move the camera closer so you can see the top of it. This is a view from the top of the shelf, just so you can see how they are secured. I think that they will be fine. I'm not worried about them being in the way for anything that I want to put on the shelf. I will let you know at the end of the season, though, what happens with the adhesive. That's what I'm curious about. But so far, so good. Last year's coffee bar felt a little cluttered, at least to me, and with only one shelf to work with, it just felt a little overwhelming. So this year, I'm trying to keep things neutral, just adding warm gingerbread vibes and focusing on things that I already have and adding some few new budget-friendly touches. Okay, my friends, now let's get into the really fun part and let's start decorating. The first thing I want to do is go ahead and add the, what do you call these, fairy lights along the garland. So I got these last year, I believe in Michael's, and I'm sure they probably still have it or some kind of same version of it at least. And I hope that these are not tangled. Never know. Okay, I'm probably have to play around a little bit with the lights, but I think it looks good for now. I want to go ahead and get the stuff on the shelf. So I wanted to show this cute sign that I got off of Poshmark. And I actually had seen it last year, and I don't remember who actually, it may have been Michael's or Hobby Lobby, but I wasn't able to get one. But I was able to get it on Poshmark, so I was happy about that. So I'm going to go ahead and put that here in the middle. I think that's the middle. I'll adjust it. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the gingerbread houses. These are from mymindseye.com. And the only thing is I do have to add the batteries for the lights. I wish that they weren't so glittery. I mean, I like the glitter. It looks really nice, especially when the lights are on, but it does get all over the place, but we'll have to deal with it. So let me go ahead and get the batteries so I can pop them in these. Okay, I'm going to use my microphone. I have a feeling that last year I didn't use these twinkle lights or fairy lights, whatever we call them, because I don't think that they had the setting. Well, first of all, they don't have a timer. And then second, they don't have kind of like a very light twinkle effect. I don't know what you would call that, but I think that's why I did not end up using them. I did get another set that I was using on my garland in the living room, and I may go and see if I could find that one again. And I believe that one was at Michael's as well, and use that. But I'm also going to take the lights and wrap them again one more time through the garland. But for now, I kind of wanted to play around with the berries and see how they look with it. I was trying to figure out if I thought that they might look good if I place them where there may be some bare spots. I don't know. Let's see. That I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Let me see. And I feel like this one is just way too close. I don't know. I'm gonna have to sit with it for a while and see how I feel. But I do love the way the top looked. I think last year I just had way too much stuff on the top. And these houses, when I saw these gingerbread houses, first they were very budget friendly, and second they're so light. They're not really a wood material. I guess they're like a heavy duty cardboard material. That's what I'm going to call it. Actually, I should look it up and see what they actually describe it as. But I feel like it just makes it look so much better when it's not so cluttered. And I like the way it looks. I think I might just stick with the way it is. I'm not so sure about the berries right now. But again, I will just leave it for now and see how I feel about it. And maybe if I have to make some changes, I will. Now, for down on the actual coffee bar, where I have my coffee machine and espresso maker, I normally I just have a red tartan runner that I put underneath the coffee machines. And I think what I'm going to do is I have a gingerbread cookie jar that I bought last year from Kohl's. And I want to see if I think what I'm going to do is just place the cookie jar in the center, and I'm going to use that for to hold our sugar and not the coffee. I really haven't been putting the coffee in the coffee container, but I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's see if that how that looks. Okay, I actually think I like the way it looks. I think it'll work there. And I don't have any Christmas mugs that I'm going to be displaying. I mean, I have Christmas mugs, don't you worry. But I'm not going to display them. I don't want to overcrowd it. And I think, like I said last year, I was just so every time I went by it, it wasn't exactly what I wanted. And this year, I think I nailed it. Tell me what you think, guys. Do you like it like this, or do you like the way I had it decorated last year? If you remember and you were here, and if you want to, I still have that. I believe it's my Christmas, what is it? My Christmas home tour. I think that was the name of it. I will, if I find it, I will put it up here in the eye or down below in the description. But I really think it looks nice. I'm going to go ahead and finish doing the garland, not the garland, the lights. And yeah, and then what I'll do is later on as it gets dark, this evening, I'm going to go ahead and film it and see how it looks, with the lights on all the houses. But I really think it came out nice. And I think now the only thing left to do is for me to make a cup of coffee. So let's do it. I loved how this turned out. This is exactly how I wanted it to look, and definitely better than last year. I'm really happy it stayed budget friendly and that I was able to use a few things I found while going through my Christmas bands. And as promised, here's a quick look of how it looks in the evening. Thank you for decorating with me, and let me know if you like this year's gingerbread theme. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.